What? Crack a beer. I don't want to do like drunk podcasts. Like I listen to some guys that they start drinking and then an hour in they're slurring, can't even talk.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
No.
How much are you drinking that you can't like accomplish a podcast?
Or you're just not making any sense, and you got fans because they just want to see what you're gonna do.
Stupid shit.
I still don't have internet.
I think he did something.
Or, yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I'm just gonna try the Spotify thing. Personal hotspot.
I'm connected to the Coquina Spitty.
George's iPhone. Connect. Enter security key. Which is the password, I'm guessing. 5. This is crazy. FDGG. Okay. Do you want to allow your PC to be discoverable? Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. Alright, this is through the phone. Okay. Alright. See if that works. Because it worked for 2 seconds before. Oh, I think it's working. Oh,
what?
Snap. Gigi Gorgeous. Do you know what that is?
No.
She is
on the Sunset?
We're doing colors today.
No, but
I'm
she's
ready.
on, like, the
Hey
front
guys, I'm
page
Gigi
of-
Gorgeous.
That's her?
We're getting ready for Pride. I'm going to add some
It's
glitter to my
trans.
face
That's
and
a man.
answer
Gotcha.
a
Used
ton
to
of
be a man.
questions.
Looks
So
like.
let's get into
But
it.
every time you log into YouTube, you gotta watch this video. Yeah, that's a dude. Well, whatever.
That's a dude.
Great. Dudes. Alright, so where were we? The bagel guy? Or the fight in Disneyland?
I haven't seen the bagel guy.
Alright, let's watch the bagel guy. Bagel boss. Short guy. Alright, so everybody's watching this video right now. I gotta unplug the mic so we can hear it. Going back to speaker. See, he's famous now, so every news channel is
Doing some sort
interviewing
of
him.
Angry bagel
Look at
guy.
everyone's Chris Morgan.
Bagel boss short man. Has epic
Compilation.
meltdown.
So he does this a lot. He does this with...
He's like the soup Nazi.
Yeah, well, he goes into other businesses and these videos go viral, I guess. Look at how much shit is with him.
This is what you should be doing, George.
Me? I'm the bagel guy?
You should be the bagel guy because it looks like he's getting paid.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be the bagel guy. No bagel guy. Is my internet still working?
Viz.
I think my phone has to be unlocked. Some shit like that.
You're great women. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
He's so little.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside?
Alright.
Huh?
He's
I'm
obviously
standing.
going for the camera.
You shut up too. No, go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So,
I recorded the
all
whole
right. So this guy starts fights in public with somebody. He obviously knows a camera is on him.
Mm-hmm.
Starts picking fights with people 4 feet taller than him,
Mm-hmm.
and you saw him get tackled to the ground.
Was that for real?
Yeah, that was real. And so there's a couple of videos where he does that, and he's bitching about Tinder dating and women not giving him the time of day. Then,
He needs the poon and he doesn't.
but now he's getting the poon.
Oh, he
They're
gets the
calling
poon
him
now?
all the time
Oh,
and saying, "We saw you. You're famous now."
He
Like,
might as
because
well-
fame is
he's part
you
of the
know,
whack pack now.
he's
without
like the
being part of
world's whack pack.
Yes.
So he gets tackled on video, and I
And
don't
then
know if
somebody
charges
sucks
were
his
pressed
beak.
for his assault there, but now girls are blowing up his phone.
They're
So
blowing
yeah,
something.
so on Monday he's going to get interviewed by Chrissy Mayer, the comedian, and
Who's that?
She is a New York comic.
Let's see a pic.
Chrissy Mayer, not that guy. Maybe I spelled it wrong.
Probably.
Yeah, Chrissy Mayer, comedian. She's actually pretty good, but if she's the only one that could get an interview from this guy, like a real interview, then that's pretty good. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. I don't think she's been to Vermont Comedy Club yet, but when she does, we will definitely go see her.
Check her out.
Yeah, let's see a little bit of... shut up. Alright, let's go with that.
I'm not even into, like, porn gives guys ideas like doggy style. That's not my style. She laughed like that just happened. She was like, that's why we relate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't find that. I don't make your dinner doggy style. You know? Oh yeah, your dinner, it's in a bowl on the floor. You just have to face away from me and eat it. Like a dog. Oh, that doesn't make you feel loved and respected? That's weird. Watch this. I say we pick a new animal to have sex like, a better animal, like a cat. That's cute. You guys are together. There's heart bubbles coming out. You still have it, you know? When you go home tonight, you're gonna have sex kitty style. Anybody else can try this too. You wanna know how it goes? Okay, it's when you're having sex, but then one of you runs away suddenly. I'm sorry, I saw something more interesting. I'm not even into, like...
Anyway, yeah, that's her. Is that familiar? Like, haven't we gone to the comedy
Kitty
club?
sex?
No, just like those type of jokes.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. So I'm not alone. Like Sarah Silverman dressed like a man, and she did all her whole act at every comedy club, and nobody laughed at all.
Yeah.
And
but
she
when
was
she's a
like,
chick,
but when she did it as a chick, like, I'm getting
Everybody's-
railed from every angle, and guys are like, yeah, just laughing and just
Sarah Silverman.
yeah.
is
Isn't
very
that
funny.
such a is that a double standard where a female comic does her act dressed like a man, and the jokes
No
just
dude
don't
wants
hit?
to hear about somebody getting. No dude wants to hear about a dude getting railed.
Right.
But
They
if
want to
they're
hear
talking about
a female
getting railed,
comic
then
talking
it's
about
funny.
getting fucked.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh extra hard because
Right.
you don't hear that very often. Like you don't go to work and your girl coworkers are like, I got doggy style last night.
Right.
You're not gonna hear that. So that's the comedy right there. Disneyland. Let's see. Disneyland fight.
Yeah.
Notice how every
Second
Disney
popular
I put
one.
in Disney, everything is the fight. Nothing is positive on here. So I want to be able to watch it without the commentary from people. Like, damn, and here comes the boom. Like, I want to just watch the real fight. What's up, motherfucker? I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God.
I'm going to jail. That's my cousin.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Get
so-
that stroller
Alright,
out of
so
the way.
Busta squares up with everybody.
Is that really Busta?
It's not. No, it looks like
This is a
Busta.
huge ass dude.
So big Busta starts beating up girls, and the big fat one, he's like his cousin or something. So there's one on a scooter.
Oh my God. She just
And
starts
she
running
gets off
people
the
over.
scooter.
The little baby's going over there.
Yeah,
Like,
the
stop.
kids are involved. Alright, he beats up.
I'm gonna
this
take
one.
off your weave, bitch.
That's my weed. Notice the only guy intervening, or that's getting involved, is the old man janitor.
Yeah.
So, no security anywhere. My
Oh my
babies.
God.
So yeah, old man security guard is trying to break it up. Oh, now the women are
Oh my
fighting.
God.
Somebody's on the ground.
I think that was a little dramatic.
I don't know why the quality is.
Where's security? That's totally
No, how many minutes have got? All right, we're a minute and a half in. Now he's beating up this bitch.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Busta. All right, these two guys look like they work there. Okay, this guy work. Yeah, is he security?
We need a taste.
No, that's a customer. That's not even security. I don't give a fuck. What's up? What's up?
We give
What's
fucks
up?
in Disneyland.
The janitor is still in the middle, trying to break it up, and Busta is still going at it.
They're gonna break the.
And this
Timex
good
watch
this is a
out.
good Samaritan trying to talk him down. Oh, people are fighting. This bitch starts going crazy.
Oh my God.
All right, Busta walks away. Now he hits. This must be his wife or something. All right, so this is his girlfriend. Still the old man, janitor. All right, now the women are.
I don't even know
Oh,
what happened.
that's not.
Oh.
He just starts decking that girl.
He just assaulted 5 or 6
But
different
it
women.
looks like he was with her. Like before, he was talking to her.
I think he's banging all of them, and then he
Oh.
just beat the slap out of
So
them.
they're talking shit.
And
All
he's
right,
like, "You
okay,
will."
now he gets subdued. Finally. By looks like good Samaritans. It doesn't look like security. Like big bitch is like whoop whoop. Oh, he's like, I'll get the babies out of here. Oh,
Oh my
she's still freaking out. All right, so here's security. Finally, we're 3.5 minutes in. He's just working on the crowd.
He
All
must
right.
have bath salts or something.
No, I think they were all sober. So 3.5 minutes in, security's finally here.
Is that a LeBron jersey?
Probably. The old man is still trying to break it up. The janitor. He's 80. Wheelchair girl.
Oh my God. Oh, it's because they stepped on his kicks.
Stepped on my sneakers. Hey, dog. Hey.
Done dusted up my shit.
All right, so head of security with the tie and the suit lets him go at it. He's up and he's walking around. Should have been. I was a bouncer. This is the guy you tackle and wait till the cops get there.
Yeah.
And they let him.
Turning everybody.
And they let him walk off. Look at that. No charges. So, no charges. Beats up everybody. Walks away. What is that?
It wasn't police brutality, that's for sure.
The security at Disney, huge company worth millions and billions and billions and billions, can't have professional security subdue a guy beating the shit out of.
They probably would have gotten sued.
Who cares? Wait till that happens. When I was a bouncer and that shit went down, you tackle the guy and you beat him up.
Somebody should have. I don't understand why they didn't.
Yeah, well,
Tag team or
when
something.
I see a fight going on, and I know I shouldn't do this, but in my brain,
You interjected. I saw you once on
always
Church
try
Street.
to break it up.
Yeah, I
I
saw you
always try to break
we
it
were
up.
on Church Street, and this is where you and I like really hung out. So it's probably like 2015 or something like that. There was an event downtown. It was probably like the pub crawl or something like that.
Yeah,
And this man and this woman got into a fight about
yeah.
something, and you interjected. You don't remember that?
No,
I can't remember what the hell happened.
but I've done that. I've done that many
Yeah.
times. When adrenaline kicks in, you can't remember
Yeah.
anything.
Afterwards, it was just like scurrying you off of Church Street.
Yeah, like even drunk, when your adrenaline kicks in, like you, I'm sorry, even sober, when you're like going on full adrenaline, you can't remember anything. Like in
Yeah.
a rugby game where I'm like in the zone, I don't remember a lot of shit that happens.
Yeah.
But when I'm on the street and I see people in a fight and nobody else is trying to jump in, or even if they are, I will run to it and try to break it up. And I don't know. Some people are wired for fight or flight, and
Well,
I guess
don't
I'm
know.
fight.
Like some people on Church Street, though, like they go. There's no doubt that some people on Church Street come down there at certain times looking for a fight or
Yeah.
something like that to happen. Because this couple definitely was like. I
So
don't
it was
see
a
it
couple
often.
looking for drama.
Yeah.
They are
And-
addicted to the attention that they get when they get in a fight in public.
Something.
Sounds familiar. I knew a couple of. I had a roommate that did that.
Yeah.
Him and his girlfriend would get in fights in public constantly,
And then
and
when
they were
somebody
hooked.
went to
When
yeah.
people tried to interject and
It's
talk
like,
them
no,
both.
that's my boo. Don't you interject
Yeah,
in our
and
relationship.
And the guy would be like, "Oh, it's okay. What's going on? Let me fix this."
Yeah.
That was their favorite part because they thought they were celebrities. Both are still okay now. They're still alive, surprisingly.
They're still alive.
But yeah, that like some people, that's their thing. That's like the bullshit that goes on during a fight,
No, it's true.
where you got people jumping in or people, it gets a rise out of people. Like I try to jump in and break it up every time. I'll get sucker punched. I'll get kicked in the face when I'm on the ground. It's all happened. But for some reason, I cannot just back off and not do anything during a fight, even when I am
Yo,
sober.
you know what that was? It was when we still had Rera as a sponsor.
Okay. Was
I
this
feel like-
outside the bar?
Yeah, it was out. It was up near like Ken's or something like that. It was way up the street. I feel like life is less exciting playing rugby now that we don't have a sponsor that's not on Church Street. It sucks.
We fought for that. We had Nectars, then we had Rera,
Yeah.
and that was our big thing. And we were like, this is what the club needs, like this full exposure. And then it started moving toward, let's keep this all a secret. Let's not do public
because that's
events.
what Jimbo wants.
Jimbo wants that.
Jimbo thinks that like
Connor Burley wanted that. He wanted it to be
because
like
he didn't want anything
a
to
secret.
affect his like professional whatever.
What
Like if a
professional
video got out,
whatever is
he's like
personal
oh.
training.
And I was like, what are you talking about? Like kind of Burley and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, I posted a video on.
Well,
Facebook,
Burley's
I
a
got in
rich
trouble.
kid that thinks he's going to be president of the United States.
Something.
So they were all like, "Let's make the team secret."
Yeah.
And we're
But
gonna
that's
we're gonna
not-
lose every game,
That's not.
but
how
it's
you,
going to be a
like-
private club.
It's not how you draw people in though.
Burlington
Oh,
Rugby was very public in
You
the
trying to get your friends to join. You're trying to get people from the public to join. You want to show them you having fun.
very
Not
active
like-
in the community, and then at some point it became okay. Every event we do has got to be a secret, and we're like our behavior has to
Jimbo
be.
tried to yell at me for posting a video on Facebook that didn't even include
Thank
him.
you for telling
And
me
I'm like,
that. Now I'm
okay.
going to put Jimbo all over the internet and say
And
this
then
fucking
this
guy.
last time, it was somebody was recording something at Last Stop, and it was one of the women. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not in that. I'm not in that." And it's like,
You know,
chill out, Jimbo.
my friend Bob, he was like, Jimbo's awesome. He was like telling people to shut off their cameras in Colchester at the park because we were doing a boat race and people were filming it. And he's like, turn off your camera. And that's awesome. Bob thought that was really cool.
Bob can go fuck himself too. Like, if you don't want to be involved in something that involves
Don't show up. Don't make
then
yourself
don't go
involved.
to it.
Go fucking home.
Yeah, you play rugby. What do you think that you?
Our
What happens
team,
when you say
Burlington
to,
Rugby is.
when you go to work and you tell your coworkers that you play rugby? What do you think the images are that pop up in their head?
Depends on your job, but it's usually a positive.
It's a positive,
Well,
but I feel like it's
depends
also
on who it is.
my any coworker that I've told. It's like, oh wow, like a violent thing, and
Yeah, it's
also
violent
drinking
drinking and drinking.
So to sit there and like not
But
even
I was
show
saying the
somebody like
positive.
getting into a fight. If you're
Right.
just showing people having fun and singing songs, and that's what people know. That's the part that you want to like advertise about rugby. It's like, hey, we get together, we do these things.
It makes
like,
you
it's
happy.
fun. Yeah.
You'll like it. It's something that identifies you. You can identify with it.
It's not like
If you're-
anybody in the video was like puking or something like that in the background. That would be like an egregious offense to post on something that was
Right.
social media.
Something
But if it's
really
everybody
incriminating.
having fun, yeah.
If
then
you're
what's
having
the big
fun,
deal?
you work in an office, yes, somebody's going to be like, oh, that's not cool.
All my office workers already think I'm fucking crazy anyway.
Fuck
and
them.
And I still do well. So.
And you do well because you got a good brain. And a lot of them don't. And they're looking to be like, wait a minute. Christina's part of an organization that gets drunk and plays a sport that has violence in it, so to speak.
When the whole time, everybody that I work with are like undercover alcoholics. Like, if the longer you talk to people, the more it like comes out a little bit. Like, oh, I was drinking wine the other night, and it's like, yes, I know you were drinking wine the other night, and that's why you're late to work today. But I don't have anything to do with like that.
So
part.
I'm
I
a
don't have to worry
closet.
about it.
I am an office worker. Goes home by myself, drinks wine or beer or liquor, watches TV or sits on the internet, and I'm good.
Right.
You're bad because
nobody
you
else
go
knows that
because
you
nobody
drink.
knows what I'm doing. Right. So I'm my culture. I work my job.
I think you're even weirder if that's what you do all the time. Like
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I work my office job. I am all like at work, like I'm all about gardening and bunnies and dogs and everything nice. I don't talk about anything real, and I go home and I get drunk in front of the TV. Then I wake up when I pass out, then I wake up and I go to work.
Yes.
And I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
You're an asshole because you go play rugby.
You're out in social
Right.
world.
So stay off social media. Be ashamed of what you're doing. Don't be confident in what you're doing.
I think if you're posting videos about rugby things that happen, like let's say 7:30 beyond, it's probably not a good idea. But any stupid stuff that's happening directly after,
have some balls.
Yeah.
Have some confidence. Like, is Jimbo's a personal trainer. He's trying to get his name out there. Get your goddamn name out there. Maybe people that are into rugby and MMA or like extreme everything, they'll be like, hey, I want you to train me because I like what you do.
Right.
If I see you do a boat race, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because you're cool. You're not just into yourself.
Jim was just an asshole too, though, because when we wanted to boot because somebody scored their first try.
Yeah.
Like, we have a boot, and Jim was like, we aren't even doing a celebration out here, and it's like the women's team, and it's like, Jimbo, all you had to do was just give us a boot, and like, whatever's going on, it's not like we're playing Worcester every time. It's not like everybody's so amped up every time. It's just like maybe that will make people amped up. Like, fuck you. it's not up to you to judge us. And how
Take
we
care of
do it
yourself.
social.
Yeah, deal with
Yeah.
yourself.
Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Stop being such a dick and acting like you get to control everything. It's like, fuck you. Yeah, you left this boot here. Just let us fucking use it and have our little bit of time.
Yep.
And then you guys can have, like, your little bit of time.
I get he's a social justice warrior, but don't make everybody else suffer because you want to be that way.
Right.
You want to be a warrior. You want to change the world.
Right.
Do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rugby is not the place to make a big statement. You know.
Well, I've been there before, like, on a random day when they've gone down there, and he's like, oh, well, blah, 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 we got rid of, like, blah, 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 and, like, they'll just, like, say how they
Got rid of
are
a
exclusionary.
person?
Yeah, like, how they're exclusionary.
Great.
And it was talking
Never
about,
used to be that way.
talking about Coach Dan, and it was like,
Great.
Coach Dan's been there for a long
Loyal
ass time and put a
follower.
lot of time and effort into it. So for you to come in here and say good riddance to that, that should be your family.
Poison.
Like, you know what I
Poison.
mean? Yeah.
Coach Dan was family to the team.
Yeah.
2011, we went to Bayonne, New Jersey. We had 14 guys make that trip to Jersey.
Yeah.
Coach Dan made the trip. We had I think our 15th player playing on a layover in JFK. Like,
Yeah.
he had flown to JFK, had a layover, showed up to our game to be the 15th guy. We won the game with Coach Dan coaching.
Yeah.
That's a guy you don't want to push out of the club.
Yeah.
Jimbo wasn't at that fucking game.
No, but Jimbo thinks
He
the
was
man.
a little kid in high school,
Jimbo
like a big
thinks he's
pussy.
the man, and he thinks that the club's his club. And then, like,
Jimbo, if you're
he just
listening,
thinks-
come on this show. I need to hear your opinions. You tell me your side of the story,
I
please.
just think that he,
What's your goal?
yeah, he's pretty ballsy. 'cause
What's
he
the end
thinks that,
game?
like,
What's the end game? Did you ever
Oh.
hear someone say that to you?
yeah.
I just want to punch him so hard in the jaw and break his jaw.
Like, the last time that I saw him play, I was like, oh, but I was also extremely wasted. Like, yeah, Jimbo. But the game before that was like, he's not some stellar dude that, like, makes runs to the end of the field, scores tries. Like, he's just not some...
Does he make good tackles?
I don't even know if he makes good tackles.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either, and that's, like, the thing. I don't, like, see him enough
He's
on
a
the...
forward.
He doesn't stand out to me
No.
when he's playing.
So it's off the field is where his
like,
big
oh,
thing
blah,
is.
blah, blah. And he walks around, and it's like, oh, dude, you're so fucking annoying. So, I don't
Well,
understand.
maybe I'll have a conversation with him someday and find out. Because Burley's gone. The team already hit the zero as low as it could go under Burley. But, I mean, Andy was the captain after that. Andy now is not the captain. And when Andy says something, though, as former captain, he should have a voice.
Yeah.
I'm a former captain. I should also have a voice.
Yeah.
So where's the
He's
governing
just-
body? There's no governing body saying, here's this way and here's that way. They're listening to two old Welsh guys that hate each other.
They just need somebody new that comes in that
Me. I want to coach that team.
do it.
We'll talk about that later, though. The rugby show. But that's yeah. That my playing career is not over yet, but my coaching career, I definitely want to coach men's. I don't want to coach college or high school.
Yep.
I tried high school a little bit. It's, when I was in high school, you were
I think it'd be
still
frustrating.
kind of a man when you hit 17, 18.
You start getting up there.
A lot of the kids where I grew up, we didn't have a lot of rich kids.
Mm-hmm.
So once you hit 17, you had seen some shit, and you were a man.
Yeah.
And you played football, and you kicked people's ass, and you went home, and you took
You had to
care.
work for your family.
You took care of your sick father or your bipolar
You had a bunch
mother.
of shit to do around the house.
you've seen some shit in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and nowadays I don't think these kids have seen the shit that my friends have seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've had like a pretty good privileged upbringing, And
I think for the
football,
most part.
yeah, like football and rugby are kind of like, let's do this as a, oh, look at me, I'm doing something crazy. And back then it was like that was your rite of passage, like your football team, your rugby team. So I think that's changed a little bit. So as a coach, I'd rather be coaching a men's club with 30-year-old guys,
Yeah.
rather than like 16-year-old kids with their moms right on the sideline,
That's so annoying.
monitoring every move they make. So
Coach, do you really think you should be doing that?
yeah,
Yes.
the kids might like me. They're like, hey, this guy's different than who I'm used to, but I'd be fired if I was making a big difference in winning games and stuff, and then the years
It's all about the keys.
I'd be. How do I reach these kids? I'd be fired. So yes, I want to coach men's club, even though the men's club still has mommies on the sidelines
Kinda, yeah.
bitching about the way their kids are treated, which is ridiculous in my book. But we'll work on that. I want to coach men. I don't want to coach fucking kids. So
Do you think Andy's a man?
he should be a man. He is a man. Yes,
Okay.
he's a man.
Okay.
The positives outweigh the negatives.
Okay.
But
That
get
makes
out
sense.
there and fucking play and get fit, and you are loyal to that team. Get out there and
He's just
do
knowing
it.
the
And
attention that
I've
he wants.
seen it. I've seen him greatness. I've seen greatness.
No, he's good, but it's like the what is detracting from him is
Get
the
out of the-
attention he needs to draw from. Oh, does anybody have a shoelace? Shoelace broke. Blah blah blah. Or
Get
like
out
this
of your
stupid
comfort zone.
shit, like,
Get out of your comfort zone. Come back to the team. Be, you're committed to the team. The last 12 years of your, well, 7, 8 years of your life. This is your life. This is your life. Be that guy. That's like, this is my, like, let's talk about Dougie for a second. Dougie was Burlington Rugby. That was his life. From 1985, or maybe earlier, till about 2006 or 7. That was him. Like, everybody in Burlington was like, oh, Burlington Rugby? You know Dougie?
Yeah.
Dougie was the captain. I looked at a picture from 1985. Dougie is in the front row as captain. How many
Dougie's
years?
poor as fuck, bro.
Yeah, well, it has nothing to do with like your career. I'm not saying it. I don't know if Doug's poor or rich, but it has to do with like your dedication to what you do.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I work to live. Some people live to work. Doug works to live. His job is to support his life outside of work. Some people work to support their work life, and that's it. Like, I live to go to work and bring the donuts in and say today's donut day. But Doug he worked at Ken's Pizza because he wanted to be a rugby player. That was his identity. And he played for 20, 30, almost 30 years on Burlington. Anyone downtown, old boys you meet downtown or old timers, they're like, Doug is the guy from Ken's, who is Mr. Burlington Rugby. And in the 90s, they won the national championship.
That's pretty dope.
So, Burlington in the 90s was way different than it is now. We'll talk about that later. But definitely, Doug is the guy. Like he was a leader and he was a driver.
Well, it sounds like he was an effective leader.
He was a driver. He wasn't a nice guy, but
You don't have to be.
he wasn't there to make friends.
Yeah.
He made friends with people he respected, but I think he would prefer to kick your ass before he respected you. So you show up as a newbie, he's going to say, you're not going to play 1 minute on the first string, the first 15, until you get fit, get better, He's not going to say, "Oh, you came to the most practice, so you're going to start."
Yeah.
So that was his model, and
I
he's
don't
old
know.
school.
The thing
And
that bothers me about Andy though is that Andy thinks that he's so like Burlington Rugby, and I'm like, okay, that's great.
learn the
But
history,
like,
buddy.
if you're not like, it's great that they have apartments with each other and stuff like that now. But like, if you're still like living with your mom, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go play rugby, like, and like that's what your number one drive in life is.
Get out of your comfort zone.
I feel like I don't know. I guess like rugby's never been like the. I started playing when I was like 33 or something like that, so I never had this like, oh my god, I'll die if I can't play rugby or something like that.
It was
So
my
it's just
life
really
for
fun.
many years.
And that's like great, but I've never been like, I'm gonna jeopardize like not having a career to just play rugby.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Do you have to give up your career to be a full-time rugby player?
I'm not gonna go out there and like Andy gets hurt every single game. I'm not gonna go out and get hurt and play stupidly every single game and potentially like
Like
break a
hurt,
hand,
define hurt. Like hurt or injured.
concussions, things that won't allow me to tippy tappy on a computer,
Okay.
things
So you,
that I have
so you
to
got
do
an office
to
job.
to make a career. I don't have an office job. I have a fucking career.
Right.
So when I feel like you're actually living your life, yeah, it's great to be part of a club that's rugby, but at the same time, that's not the only component of life. So it kind of annoys me when people start talking about that. Like Emily Morgan talking about like, oh, I'm gonna retire this year. And it's like, oh,
Retire.
Were you playing?
I wouldn't call it retire.
Were you playing professional rugby? Like what paycheck were you yanking in playing rugby that you're gonna say that?
I would. Yeah. Wrong use of words.
So many people on the women's team say, "Oh, I'm retiring this year." And it's like, oh, is there gonna be some like big celebration? Or is your number gonna get retired at the rugby stadium?
Hang it up in the rafters.
Tell me the celebration that's going to be had after you retire. Because to me, at the end of the day, if you're going to say that your biggest accomplishments in life were the things that you did while playing rugby, I mean, I guess that's great. Good for you. Everybody's got their own thing. I just don't know.
As an adult rugby player, club level, you never really retire. I recommend guys like me, after 40, never leave the team or club that you're a member of. Yeah, I played for Upper Valley, still do. I mean, I'm still a member of Burlington, Upper Valley, Green Mountain Geezers. I am.
Scott over there, Vic.
I'm part of. I am not retired. I am part of the community. I don't want to give up completely. Some guys have to. Like if you get an injury where you can never play again, or you're really risking your life.
I just think that the way that some people say that they're retiring is just a draw for attention. Like obviously, like if somebody got like a leg injury that's like, nope, can't play again. I'm at this age, blah blah blah. It's like I'm retiring. But when people threaten it, and I felt like the way that Emily like was saying, oh, I'm gonna retire. Like she kept saying it to everyone as a means, like in a manipulative way, to be like, oh, please beg me to stay.
Oh, yeah. Well, sorry.
And I think that that's just like bullshit. It's like, okay, I really want all of you to care about me, and I feel like you don't right now. So the way that I'm going to try to make you care about me is to threaten that I'm going to retire.
Remember in Full Metal Jacket where he says, Marines die, but the Corps lives forever? Mm-hmm. The club lives forever.
Yes.
If you say I'm threatening to kill myself off this team, the team lives on. It's like any job where somebody says, I'm not replaceable. You're always replaceable.
Yes, you are.
So think about it when you say something like, I'm going to retire. Who's going to stop me?
You stop me.
No, the club lives forever. The core lives forever. You don't live forever unless you make yourself die. You say, I'm quitting. You quit.
Yeah.
Your friend might say, come back. But still, it's your choice. You know? Pee time. Pee, pee, pee. Probably should quit soon. What the fuck? Whoop whoop. I gotta figure out this YouTube shit. YouTube.